Okay. All right. So thanks everybody for coming. It's January 28th, I believe. Yes. And this is our second team call this year. So I'm trying to have at least 2 a month. A lot of times we're going to have guest speakers. So we have one next Monday, and it's going to be a guest speaker. And then we have one at the end of February that's also a guest speaker. So you're not going to hear from me at all, except from the typing. All right, so I'm going to share my screen with you. Hopefully this works. Never know. Because I have a PowerPoint. All right, can you guys see that? Give me a thumbs up if you can. Okay, now I'm going to move myself just a second. Going to minimize my face so I don't distract myself. Okay, so I'm going to talk about the New Leader Conference that I went to last week. It was absolutely awesome, and everybody should be there. Every single person on this call and on the team should be there next year. You can only go once, so that should be everyone's goal. It was absolutely amazing. I sat there for the first 30 minutes just in awe. Like, how did I not figure this stuff out before? So it was really good. So that's what we're going to talk about. And why would you want to attend the New Leader Conference? Because number one, you just can't beat live events. So Super Saturday and the Shanti event, NLC, Success Club trips, Summit, all of those things, they bring your motivation back. So maybe you're starting to fall away a little bit and you're like, maybe I'll take a break and maybe I'll come back. Let me tell you, it's very, very, a very small percentage of people that actually come back. If they take a break, it's usually out the door. So don't take a break, because it's really hard to get back into it. But if you need some motivation to get back into this, then go to those live events. We have so many live events that you can attend. And at the end of February, we are going to have a Bling Team Fit Club. So I originally said it's only going to be Bling Team members. I'm not sure about that yet, but try to get to live events. I know you have to make sacrifices for that, but in the end, we want to do things now. We want to sacrifice now so we don't have to sacrifice later. So the other thing for New Leader Conference is all of these coaches that are there, their goal is to become elite in 2016, or next year it'll be 2017. So that's kind of what this New Leader Conference is doing. It's kind of bumping you up and giving you all this information so that you can become elite the next year. Some of those coaches were elite. That I think there were maybe like 52 coaches there that were elite, and then some were premier, but it's also going to help them achieve elite the next year. There were great speakers, and I wrote guest speakers who get it, because they were in the trenches too, and they're still in the trenches. Just because they're number 1 top coach or number 10 or whatever, you mute yourself, please. They still have to do what we're doing. They still have to invite, they still have to follow up, they still have to do all of those things. So they get it. It's not like it's coming from corporate saying, do this, do this, do this. Yes, they know what they're talking about, but the top coaches, all these coaches know better what we're feeling and what we're going through. There's parties. Who doesn't want to go to parties? And they pay for your food and some of your drinks. And the celebrity trainers are there, and they're at the parties, and you can just hang out with them like it's no big deal. That was really cool. Autumn and Tony were at our party, and just like regular people, you know, they're famous, and we just got to sit and talk with them, and that was really cool. You get a headquarters tour. That was one of my favorite things, just to see where everything happens. And the Shakeology wall, like from day one, wanted to stand by that Shakeology wall and get my picture taken. So I got to do that. You get to network with all of these coaches that are at your rank or maybe above your rank, and you get to work together and learn their ideas and see what ideas they have that maybe you didn't think of yet. And then you get to build your business, and in turn, you make more money. Because yes, we are running a business and we have to make money to make this work. So finally, it's California and it's free. California, free, and you get to party with celebrity trainers. I mean, if that's not worth it, then I don't know what is. So here are some of my pictures. Here's me sitting on the Beachbody sign. That took some effort to get up there. We had to like climb a little mountain to get up on top of that sign. It's actually really, really high. So I cut it off so you can't see that. And then when you go to your seat at the first meeting, sort of, there was a backpack there and they filled it with all kinds of stuff. And that I like free stuff. So, I mean, come on. And then there's Shaun T. I mean, it's really him. You can tell he has a stick going up his back. But we got to take our picture with all of the little cardboard men. There's the infamous Shakeology wall, or the famous Shakeology wall that I wanted to get my picture with. So each one of those containers, those glass containers, each one of those is an ingredient in Shakeology. Now, you can't see the whole wall, it's cut off, but there are tons of ingredients and they're all natural and they're good for you. And that's what all that stuff is what our body needs. There's Tony on the top right. That was right after the 22-minute hardcore workout, which was so cool. It's kind of like T25, but I'd say it's a little more intense. And he stopped a lot and talked. So we didn't get the total feel of it, but it was just really cool to work out with him and be the first to do that workout. And then again, at the bottom right, there's one of the parties. There's Tony hanging out. No big deal. He's really funny. All right, so what is New Leader Conference and who can attend? And by the way, write down any questions you have because we'll talk about those at the end. So what's New Leader Conference? It's to help every new leader become elite in 2016 or 2017 or on and on and on. So it's for 2-star or above diamond coaches. So you must be a 2-star diamond coach. You can be 3-star, 4-star, 5-star, 6-star, on and on and on, but you have to at least be a 2-star diamond coach. By October 31st, you need to have 30 elite points. So right now you're thinking, what are elite points? How do I get there? What do I do? If you hit Success Club every month and you add coaches, you're going to surpass that elite point number within a couple months. So don't worry about that elite number. You're good with that. You have to be a paid 2-star. So if you're a 2-star lifetime, but you're actually only getting paid as a diamond, you're not able to attend. You have to be paid as a 2-star diamond by October 26th, 2016. And here's a little extra that they threw in. Isn't that nice of them? You have to advance 2 diamonds in 2016. So if you're diamond right now, and you need to get to 2-star, so those will be your 2 new diamonds that you advance. Now, if you're 2-star right now, you need to advance 2 new diamonds, so that would be, you would be 4-star by the time the qualifications roll around. So 2 new diamonds in 2016, personally sponsored. Now, if you get your 30 elite points, you get to go, but you have to pay for your room. But if you get 60 elite points, they will pay for your room. So they pay for your room, they pay for your food. You get a couple drinks. I don't know. I don't remember. Not that I drank too much, but I just was all in it and really happy to be there. And I didn't care, what they gave me or what they didn't give me. So, and then the New Leader Conference for the next one will be January 2017, and it is in LA. I think it's going to be at a different hotel because our hotel, I believe, is getting revamped or torn down or something. The day that I left, so that night, Lady Gaga performed in the hotel. I would have stayed. They had like a star-studded party at the same hotel, and we weren't there. All right, so I'm going to move on to Carl. So Carl came out, and if you've heard Carl speak before, he's kind of not quiet. He just kind of starts real laid back, and then he really gets into his speech. And that's really what I thought he was going to do, because that's how I've always heard him talk. And he came out and he said, look at you guys. Look what you've done. You've made a decision, and you've made a decision to change your life and to be here today and to stop being just okay with your life or just being an okay coach. You decided to really give it your all and build your business constantly and not conveniently. So I was like, I didn't think of it like that, but it's true. If you are building your business, that means that you're done with being just an okay coach or having an okay life. You're ready to move to the next level. So he said, as a coach who is building a business, and I believe all of you are, because that's why you're here. If you weren't, you wouldn't be here. So you need to create wealth in your business by building a team that helps constantly, not just when it's convenient for them. So you're building constantly, you're hitting Success Club every single month, you're recruiting coaches every single month. You're helping them hit Success Club every single month. That's creating wealth for you and your family. And that's what is going to push your business into being great instead of just okay. You are the CEO of your business. So think of yourself as a fitness business owner. You're not just we're a coach, we're all coaches, but really what that means is that we are owners of a fitness business. So that makes me, and I wrote that there, mindset shift. So does that make you think a little bit differently when you say, I am an owner of a health and fitness business? I'm a coach owner of a health and fitness business. Does that make you want to put a little more effort into your business? Or maybe if you have an extra 15 minutes, do a little bit more each day. Now, this is a big one. And we all hear it about Shakeology being too expensive. They can't afford it, and we all hear it. We do. And he said, don't apologize for the cost. People are going to say, it's too expensive. Well, I can go to Walmart and get a protein drink. But we all know, and if we don't, we need to educate ourselves. But we all know that this is not a protein drink. It's a health drink. It gives us everything we need every day to be in optimal health. It's not a protein drink that you can buy from Walmart. Okay, if you go to Walmart and get that protein drink, it's going to be at a lower price, yes, and it's going to suck. Lower prices mean sucky products, right? You can go to buy a Lexus, which is going to be a good product, or you can buy, something else that is going to fall apart in a year. So don't apologize for the cost of it, because you get what you pay for. And then again, if they still say, I want to do it, I just can't do it, then you can recommend them using a half a scoop of Shakeology each day, which is better than nothing, right? We want them to have at least a little bit. So if they need to use half a scoop each day, and then maybe the next month they have to push it back so they don't get it the next month because they still have a 30-day supply, that's okay. Or they can use it every other day. But we want them using it. It doesn't matter if it's a half a scoop or every other day. As long as they're doing something, it's better than nothing. And then use the performance line as a coach, because our body is our business. So if we're not using the products, then how can we tell other people to use the products, right? So I think it's a no-brainer that we're all on Shakeology, but not all of us are on the performance line as a coach. And I didn't even think about this until he said it. But how are we going to say, you should really, use Energize, get a little boost in your workout when we're not using it ourselves? Because we don't know. We have to be real. We have to be real with ourselves. We have to be real with our customers. And that's what's going to build our business, because our business is our body. He talked a lot about the team cup. And I know that and I was there too, that's why I say this, but when someone asks you hey, do you want to be on my team cup? And if you're a newer coach or you've never done the team cup before, you immediately think, no way, no, I'm not going to do that. I don't want to hold the team back. And believe me, like I said, I've felt that way too. But if you don't try, you're never going to know, and you're not going to hold the team back. You're only going to hold yourself back for not saying yes. You said yes to this opportunity because you felt there was something in it for you. Team Cup, there's something in it for you. Whether you feel like it or not, fear is a liar. It's telling you not to do it. You should say yes. For the Team Cup, you can share best practices with your teammates. It's not often that we get to work with 4 other coaches pretty personally. We kind of do our own business. We're a team, but we kind of, do our own thing. And I can tell you that when I started working with my 3 success partners, we call ourselves a success. Oh my gosh, I said it. Okay. We call each other a success team. That's when all of us started really hitting our strides, because we got little nuggets from each other. We didn't just, stay in our box and be scared that someone was going to say, well, she's not participating. We have to say yes. You have to let that fear go, push it out the door, and say, I'm going to try it. I might fail, but I'm going to fail forward. I'm going to learn from it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to say yes. You're going to get motivation from the Team Cup, because anytime more coaches are around you, that's just what happens. It's natural. You're going to learn to plant seeds, because right now, maybe you're saying, oh, I don't want to invite, but Team Cup really pushes you to invite people because everybody else is. It's also going to help you build a wider and stronger platform. Meaning, so our business kind of does this, but if the bottom falls out of it, then it's kind of all over the place. If the Team Cup's going to help you build wider and stronger, and your legs and your rank is not going to be shaky. And then just for the whole team, the more teams we have, the better as a whole, the better as the Bling team we are, okay? So keep an open heart. This really hit home with me, and I'll tell you why in a minute, but keep an open heart, because if you forget why you're in this business, your whole team, your whole business is going to fall apart. You're going to start focusing on making that money, and you're going to forget that you were trying to help people. That hit home with me because towards the end of last year, and a few coaches know this because I've talked to them one-on-one about it. At the end of last year, I was so focused on hitting elite and our team getting to 5-star that I forgot that I was helping people. And that's a tough pill to swallow, because I don't feel like I'm that person, but that's what happened to me. And it was tough to not hit elite, but I think that it was a really good lesson for me, because I forgot why I was doing this. So, and again, those coaches know, because I've talked to them about that, but that's my goal for this year, is to keep an open heart. I'm not going to be focused right like this on elite. I'm going to focus on helping people, and then those points are going to show up in my back office. The last thing Carl said was to be healthy, be resolute, be disciplined, be crazy and relentless in your pursuit. Don't just, excuse my language, half-ass it. You got to go for it. If you want it, it's there for the taking. Open up your heart, let it in. Check my time. All right, and then Jeff Hill talked about the book Good to Great, which I have not read, but I'm definitely going to read. So Good to Great is by Jim Collins, if you want to write that down. And let's see. And it's really about, is your life good? Yeah, I mean, probably all of our lives are really good, but could our lives be great? Yes. Are your finances good, or maybe they're bad? Could they be great? Are you okay at inviting, or could you be a master? Are you good at following up, or could you be a master of that? Or maybe you're bad at following up. That's where we kind of have to dig deep inside and say, am I really doing the 3 vital behaviors every day? because I know for sure that some of you, yes, are, and some of you aren't. And that goes for me too. Some days I'm thinking, well, maybe I'll skip today and invite extra tomorrow. But we invite every single day because we're planting those seeds. Maybe they say no, but in 6 months, they're going to come back to you because you ask first. Are you being pretty good with your program? Are you following it? Are you not following a program at all? Or could you follow it every single day? Are you good, okay, or bad at drinking Shakeology every day? Because you could be great. You know how you be great? You become a 365, or you drink it every single day and you become the product of the product. So be great at life, make your finances great, become a master at following up and inviting. And even if you don't like it, you got to do it anyway. We do the things that we don't like and that we don't feel comfortable with so that we don't have to later. And this was my favorite line. Doug Moss is what is he? He's the Senior Director, Regional Sales of the West region. And he said simply, just stop sucking. You don't have to suck. You can be great. So stop sucking. All right. So Michael Niemand, you know him as the funny guy. He talked about the leadership ladder. And things that I hadn't really thought about. The leadership ladder is, there's a little tab in your Coach Online office. It's I think it's in the same box as the Success Club points. So this was pretty interesting. So 35% of coaches, and team leader is kind of a rank on, or it's a rung on the leadership ladder. If a coach dropped rank, they were 35% more likely to never reach the next rung, which was team leader. Only 1% of coaches reached that next rung of team leader if they dropped rank. So again, that goes back to what I said about if you're going to take a break or you're not going to do it, it's really hard to get back into it. If you drop rank, your mindset starts to shift thinking, oh gosh, I can't do this. I dropped rank. How am I supposed to get back there? I'm never going to do this or that. And it was so hard to get there. It's all in your head and you can. That's why only 1% of people only 1% of people got back to team leader if they dropped rank. Now, if they advanced rank, then 53% of people moved up to the next rung to team leader. So again, it's all mindset. If you advance rank, you feel good about yourself. If you drop rank, you feel bad about yourself. It's true, you do, but it's all in your head. You can decide, again, to be great. You can decide to be good and just stay where you are, or you can decide to be bad and just quit. And that's no good. We're not quitters. So think bigger than diamond. Diamond is kind of our first hooray. Everybody wants to get to diamond, and that's a great thing. But think bigger. Diamond isn't going to make your bank. It's not. And I know a lot of you can say that. Like, if you're a diamond coach, you're thinking, yeah, my paycheck's not very much. It doesn't start until 2-star. When you get to 2-star and that 2-star bonus starts rolling in, and when you get to 5-star and 10-star, 15-star, that is when your life changes. Now you're changing a whole bunch of lives around you, and you're sitting here thinking like, when's my life going to change? You just got to keep going, because it's going to. The 15-star bonus in January was $37,000. 3 times this year, those 15-star diamond coaches are getting $37,000. That is a high 1-year salary. Just 3 times a year, just giving it to them. That doesn't count commission. That doesn't count team cycle bonus. It doesn't count any of that stuff. It's just a bonus, just free money for being a 15-star diamond. 10-star diamond, I think, was like $21,000 or something, or maybe a little bit less, but still, that's life-changing money. Think bigger than diamond. Get to diamond and keep going up. It's there for you. You can do it. And then you have to see growth in your business. You have to hit Success Club every month. Doesn't that sound like a broken record over and over and over? You have to hit Success Club every month. You have to. You have to. There's no way around it. If you don't, your business is not going to grow. And you're just going to be kind of like on a carousel. You're just going to go round and round and round, and you're not going to go up. And then help your personally sponsored coaches hit Success Club, because they want what you want. They got into the business because they want to move forward. So help them. This is a leadership ladder facts. So if you are shooting for elite or even premier next year, this is an interesting thing. So the average number of personally sponsored team leaders, which is again on the leadership ladder, the top 10, so pretty much the top 10 coaches in the whole network, they had 7.3 coaches per month on the team leader ladder. Now, if you don't understand the team or the leadership ladder, I would go into it, look up some YouTube videos. That will help you. Now, let's go all the way down to the bottom where it says all elite. So as average, all elite, 1.6 coaches per month were on the team leader. Let me say that again. If you were an elite coach, you had an average of 1.6 coaches per month as a team leader. If you're on the top 200, you can see it just keeps going up. So if you want to be top 10 or top 25 one day, that's how many coaches you need to have on the leadership ladder as team leaders. And I can post all these slides. I have a whole bunch of slides I didn't put on here that I can post later. And then, again, this is for elite or premier if you're looking for either of those, and you should, because it's doable for all of you. Number one, the top circle, you must, guess what I'm going to say, earn Success Club each month. The one on the right bottom, duplicate yourself. Your personally sponsored coaches hit Success Club. So that means duplicate yourself, meaning help your coaches hit Success Club. You know how to do it, help them. And then the one on the bottom left, recruit and sign new coaches each month. The average, hey Helen, can you mute yourself? Sorry.
Sorry, had no idea I wasn't.
That's okay. I just saw your name pop up. Recruit and sign new coaches each month. Each elite coach had an average of 4 new coaches per month. So they recruited and signed up 4 new coaches per month as an elite coach. So that's something to think about. And then quickly, I'm good on time. Good. So here's some, again, if you're looking for Premier Elite, and you should be, here is some key business focuses and milestones. So number 1, double the number of personally sponsored coaches in Success Club each month. That's your Success Club 5 base. So that means if you have, let's say you have 2 coaches hitting Success Club in January, in February you want 4, in March you want 6, and it just keeps going. You want to double that Success Club 5 base. Number 2, engage in Team Cup in February and August. So again, we talked about this earlier. I don't think I need to beat a dead horse, but Team Cup is really important because it motivates you and excuse me, it helps give you more ideas for the team that's around you. If you are, let's see, this is actually for this year, and you can still do that too. Attend leadership, which if you want to go to leadership, you need to be a 5-star diamond or above. And leadership is in October in California. Again, it's a free trip. If you want to do that, you can do that this year. You can. And then develop at least 2 personally sponsored team leaders. And that was on the last slide. So if you want elite, these are the ways to do it. This was a really good quote by Michelle Meyer. She's a 12-star elite coach, and she may know her from the Cross Training Couture Facebook page, and they make really cute workout clothes. So she said, if you use cheap bait, you're not going to catch the best fish. Her example was, if you use money to get these coaches in, you're going to have to use money to keep these coaches in. If you use purses, I don't know, if you use purses to get coaches to sign up, you're going to have to use purses to keep those coaches in. We want coaches who are motivated and encouraged on their own to join your team. You know, maybe they just really like you and they want to join your team. That's great. We don't want to have to, I'm going to give you this pencil if you join my team. You don't want to have to give them a pencil every single month. Now, I love to give gifts. That's just something I like to do. And that's fine, but don't let those coaches think that they're just going to get prizes or they're just going to get gifts all the time because you want them to stay. You know, I just love to give gifts. So you guys get gifts a lot because I like to give gifts and you deserve it. But I'm not going to give somebody a whole bunch of money to join the team because I'm going to have to use a whole bunch of money again to keep them on the team. She talked a lot about ownership and empowerment, passion, purpose, work ethic, and being a solid leader. All of those things kind of come in to you as a coach. We're life changers. We're not cash collectors. We are professionals. We're not amateurs. Now, I know right now somebody's saying, well, I'm an amateur. I don't know anything about this. I don't know anything about that. We all started at that level, and that's okay. But we're learning. We are teaching ourselves about Shakeology. We're using the workout program so that we can understand more. We're doing our personal development every single day so that we can make ourselves better, so that we can help others become better. We are influencers and we're not posers. We are helping people. We don't just want to get their money. We actually want to help. I hope, anyway. And then Melanie Mitro came on and she talked about, I'm thinking about making this a whole different call, so I'm not going to go over this one too much. She talked about finding your niche market and how to identify your ideal coach, and I'll just read them, who's your target audience or customer. How are you going to approach these people once you figure out who am I talking to? Because we can't talk to the whole world, because we don't relate to the whole world. We usually relate to a few types of people. So identify them, target them, write it down, and then think, how am I going to approach them? Am I going to be like, so if I'm going to go to, let's see. So say I see like an NFL football player. Am I going to go up to him and be like, hey, the kids were really tired or really bothering me today, and I'm so tired? He's going to be like, girl, get off me. You know, I don't relate to him, and he's not going to relate to me, and I'm not going to approach him like that. Think about what their biggest burdens are. Are they overweight? Do they smoke? I don't know. Think about their biggest problems and then how you can solve those problems. But you're not talking to them yet. You're thinking about all of this stuff first. And then you want to think, what makes your offer better than other coaches' offers? Because there's a lot of coaches and maybe they've already talked to this person, but what's going to make them think, I really want to go with her instead of her? And then create your avatar, which is your kind of your ideal market. Where do they spend their time? What are their interests? What are their solutions for their problems? And like I said, I'm not sticking on this because I'm going to make this a whole different call because we could talk about this for a while. She talked about scheduling everything out. If you're on my personally sponsored page, I think I just put this on my personally sponsored page. So this is what my February month is going to look like. I have when I'm going to advertise my challenge groups, when I'm going to advertise my coaching opportunity, sneak peeks, fit clubs, team calls, taste test. I have all that right there. And then I have my business hours, which is something I just started because I can be on my phone all the time, but that's not why I wanted to start this. I wanted to start this so I could help my family and still spend time with them. I didn't start this so I could be on my phone all the time, which was what I was doing. So I have set business hours now. If you message me or text me out of those business hours, I may not write back until my business hours, just because I need to give my family my time. This has been a lifesaver. I don't even see Facebook anymore unless I'm on my phone. So this is called Kill My Newsfeed. It's a Google Chrome plugin. So if you use Google Chrome, you can get this for free. And it will show you your Facebook page. It will show you your messages, your notifications. You can get into all your groups, but you cannot scroll. This has saved so much time, because I would start scrolling, looking for something, and then totally forget what I was doing. I'd go back to it, see something, start scrolling again. I was just wasting my time. This has been a lifesaver. So this is what my Facebook page looks like. I don't even see anything anymore, and it's awesome. At first, it caused me a little bit of anxiety, but that means I needed it. I needed to get that stuff away. So I will invite, I will follow up, I will do my daily list. And if I get it done, then I get to go to my phone and scroll mindlessly through Facebook. And it's worked. Let's see. So Melanie talked about making your family a priority by planning your day and not scrolling through Facebook. Make a plan, write it down, stick to it. Choose 3 things to master. So maybe tomorrow I'm going to master inviting 3 people. I'm going to follow up with 3 people, and I'm going to check in with my challengers. I'm going to master those things, and if I have other time, then I'm going to do some other things. I'm going to set an alarm for my inviting, which means I'm going to give myself 10 minutes to get out 3 to 5 invites. So I'm going to set my timer on my phone. I have 10 minutes. I'm going to get my invites done. I'm not going to do anything else. I'm going to block out the world. For 10 minutes, I'm inviting. Bell goes off. For 10 minutes, I'm following up. Bell goes off. For 10 minutes, I'm checking in with my groups. Done. 30 minutes. And if I have extra time, I'll do more. Establish business hours. I really think you should do this, because again, I can be like this all the time, but I don't have to be now because I set business hours. I said this earlier, your body is your business. So if you're not working out and you're not drinking Shakeology and you're not using the performance line, how are you going to tell these people about it? Your body is your business. If you are a person who likes to work out before work or in the morning, I don't. But if you do, then, and this really applies to anybody, she said, stop pushing snooze. That wastes, like, I don't know, whatever your snooze is, like 5 to 10 minutes. That's 5 to 10 minutes you could be doing something else. Use Kill My Newsfeed. It works great. Reward yourself for scrolling, or not for, reward yourself with scrolling, which is what I do, because we all like to scroll through Facebook, but it's a time waster. So reward yourself with that. Eliminate distractions by setting the alarm, and then block off your family time if you need to. Melanie said she has in her calendar, she puts in family time, this amount of time, and she blocks it off, and she doesn't let anything else happen except family time. She said, that's what I have to do, or I'll be on my phone, and whatever works for you. So then Bonnie Engel came, checking my time. Bonnie Engel came on, which I didn't even know about her, but you should follow her on Facebook. She is super cute. She went from the New Leader Conference last year. So just last year, 2015, she was in the New Leader Conference. And then she went to top 10 coach in 2015. So 12 months, she went from a new leader, which was a 2-star, maybe probably 2 to 6-star. She said she was a 2-star though. So from 2-star to top 10, which is a superstar coach, 15 in 12 months. She talked about the power of 3s, inviting 3, following up with 3, posting 3 times. Her main thing was about posting. Posting, and I follow her now, so I see that. She's constantly posting. She's putting herself out there. She talks about her life as being a reality show. So she said, I want people to see me and see my life and see what it is. And so I'm going to pretend I'm on a reality show and I'm just going to post it all. And then they just start coming in because I'm real. I'm saying, oh, this is bad. It happened today, but I'm going to keep going, whatever, just being real. Recruiting, she recruits challengers. She recruits people who say no. And then obviously prospects who are interested. But people who say no. So if people say no, typically we're like, okay, see ya, write them down, have a page or have a book of no's. So if you have a book of no's and you have all these people, you just keep coming back and being like, hey girl, it's me again. Are you getting tired of me yet? I know I'm so annoying. I do this all the time. They'll come around. They will. So even if they say no or they don't say anything at all, those crickets, go back to them. Share publicly, I said that. Switch your language. So instead of like challenge sounds scary, especially for someone who is overweight and is already low self-esteem. That sounds scary. So you could say sale bundle. You could call the challenge group a support group. She said use exclamation points because, exclamation points are just like a happier read. If you recruit coaches, be clear about your expectations. So say, I'm looking for hard workers, or I'm looking for someone who wants to build a business. This is a good one. 80% of success starters never quit. So if you're a success starter, that means you hit Success Club your first, second, and third month in business. 80% of those people never quit. Do you know why? Because they continue to hit Success Club and their business keeps going up and increasing, and they're seeing the success and they don't want to quit. I'm going to talk about the action items later, the 5 templates, because I'm going to do another call on that. But recognition is huge, huge, huge. Everybody likes to be recognized. Even if it's kind of like, oh, I'm not sure I like to be recognized, it still feels good. It does. So please recognize your coaches, recognize them on Facebook, recognize them in our team page, recognize them everywhere because it feels good to be recognized. This is Bonnie's Success Club wheel. So she made this herself. The secret everyone tells you about, which is Success Club, that we say you got to hit every month. If you hit Success Club, then you're going to recruit new coaches. Oh, I can't see my thing at the bottom. Okay, whatever the bottom says, I have a bar over it. And then you're going to repeat it next month. You're going to hit Success Club. You're going to recruit new coaches. You're going to do that thing at the bottom. And then you're going to do it again. And you just keep doing it over and over and over. And every single coach, even top #1 coach, Melanie Metro, does this every single month. This is, again, one of my favorite quotes that Bonnie said. I feel like Bonnie's my best friend and she doesn't even know me. She said, we are in a gold mine handing out treasure maps. Every single one of us are sitting in a gold mine. Beachbody, this business is a gold mine. We just have to give new coaches and coaches who are not feeling very confident, we just have to give them the map. We have to give them the treasure map and say, this is how you do it. You hit Success Club, you help new coaches, you run challenge groups, you drink your Shakeology, you do your program. That's how all of this gold that we're sitting on is going to go into your bank account. All right, let me stop my share. I was 1 minute over. Not bad. All right, so go ahead and unmute yourself, ask questions, comments. I need a drink. Or tea. Maybe something else too. I don't know. Maybe so. But unmute yourself. I talked a whole bunch. I'm exhausted. What do you got to say? Everybody, just unmute yourself. Let's just talk.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know.
And was that information overload?
No, it was good though. Yeah, that the elite 10 number of team leaders they have, I'm like, holy Well, and repeat. That's a lot.
Yeah.
Right.
That's amazing.
There was, let me see. I have this whole book, it's like filled with all the things, all the slides. So I'm going to see if I can somehow get it somewhere to put into a document and to give it to you guys.
Okay.
But there was a lot of like, oh my gosh, like how, I think the top 10 recruited like 25 a month or something, like unreal. But
Wow.
I mean, we're not trying to be top 10, you know, we're just trying to be good coaches. So, I mean, we don't, unless you want to be top 10, that's fine with me, but I'm not there. I don't know. Next year, I'm going for
Next
number
year.
1. Yeah.
That's right. Taking Melanie down.
That's right. She's going down. She's like this big. I could probably just squash her.
I know. Right.
All right. Anybody have any questions, comments? Are you asleep?
No.
Rita looks like she's asleep. So does JJ. JJ, are you in your closet again? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's funny. Okay, well, if anybody or nobody has any more questions, thanks for coming, and I hope that was give you a little something like motivation or information on what, because everybody here can be elite or premier, and everybody should be at New Leader Conference. It's free. Why would you not want to go to California for free and hang out with Tony Holt in autumn? And
January especially. Hello.
Oh yeah, it was like 73, 75. It was awesome. So, but please feel free to ask me questions or how am I going to do this to get there? You know, I want to help you get there because it was that good. I want to help you. So send me messages, email, text, whatever. I want you there because you deserve it.
Yeah.
And we're silent. Awkward silence. Okay. All right. Well, it's 9:20. I'm 5 minutes over. But thanks for everybody for coming. And I hope that was helpful. And I will see you soon.
Thanks.
Bye. You're welcome.
Thank you.